sorry, Drew. Hard on Winmar in the foreground. Interesting.
Vidovic goes up and is beaten by Wren in the middle, but the Crows can't get it clear yet. A hurried kick up in the air by Bickley. A juggled mark, dropped by Winmar. Crows have it. Hart bumbles the kick towards the 50. Bond is there. Winmar makes amends. Over centre wing with his kick. And the defensive mark by Rashuto. Perfect conditions for football.
Great to see him playing on the half-back flank.
Well, half-back has become a key position this year, hasn't it? Really, that's the engine room of all these teams. Pittman, a centering kick towards centre-half forward. Wren loped after the ball, and two of St Kilda's big men were back there, Vidovic and Everett. Everett takes it. Out towards centre wing. And a clever mark over the top by Connor. No, not paid. And the crowd not happy. It comes to Winmar.
Winmar kicks back towards the edge of the centre square. The high flyer was Robin from behind. Good play here by Costa, one of their top recruits. So we see Burke can't take it. Connell, their best and fairest for the Crows last year, taken to ground. Tyson Edwards falls over. So the pressure quite intense here in this opening few moments of the game. And young Coughlin takes the mark for the Saints. Here's a chance because he's got by himself there. Good play by Everett. Found a bit of space, but the kick's a poor one.
Kevin, the reason Everett was down on the back line, they were very conscious of Wren. Hence, Pittman was by himself, but now they've sorted out. Vidovic's going with Pittman. Wren's gone between centre-half forward and full forward.
So Chalmers kicks a long ball out of defence. Good punch back. Taken here. Good strong play by Darren Jarman, but he was well caught too. But we see Smart taking the free kick. So the tackling's been very good, Don.
Oh, yes, that's a highlight of the play last time by Adelaide and also St Kilda. And it's a feature of all teams now. A lot of emphasis on tackling. It's good to see. And now they're being rewarded by the umpires.
Kick by Nigel Smart. Up to a true half-back position. Harvey first to recover. With him is Winmar. Harvey tries to pinpoint the ball. Put it into a contest. It's punched down to the front here to Smith. Kick by Joel Smith inside the 50. Everett. No mark. Jones in front position. It spills to Nathan Burke. He's run down from behind. Great tackle by Costa. Smart runs into trouble. Goes for the boundary line. Well played by Jones. Round the corner to Burke. It's good football. And Burke marks 55 metres from goal. Lowe gives him the lead. Oh, Burke's kick is very disappointing. And shining in there is Costa to take the mark.
So Costa kicks the ball back. This is a poor kick because Joel Smith read it well for the Saints.
Oh, on he goes.
So Smith kicks a magnificent pass to Stewie Lowe. And that's the sort of skill that Stan Elves is looking for in 1996 from the Saints.
Although Pittman's going with Vidovic around centre-half forward, I'd be inclined to put Pittman back to block up that hole because they won't look for Vidovic, St Kilda, when they go forward. They'll be looking for this man here, Stuart Lowe.
8 goals against Hawthorn. He's got a wonderful record in Ansett Cup matches. Kicked 8 against Fremantle also at the beginning of last year. Can he give the Saints a great start? 45 metres out. He's just pushed it left.
Chalmers the man with the job on Stuart Lowe tonight. Chalmers straight up the ground outside the 50. Winmar climbs to the front. Oh, great mark by Nicky Winmar. It was meant for the tall timber, and he just took it away from them. Raking kick for Lowe. Stewie's got it again.
That was bad marking by Chalmers. He stood in front of Lowe, giving him a couple of yards, and Lowe, when he had that drop standing behind, he could go either left, right, and there's just no way known that Chalmers could catch him. He's got to stand feeling.
Well, if he keeps getting delivery like that, Stewie Lowe could be in for a great season again. He kicked 76 goals last year, his best ever. Perfect kick, first goal of the night.
Well, he's getting plenty of latitude. He's given a lot of space in which to lead. They left the hole open for him, but he decided to go to the left flank, Stuart Lowe. Seemed to hang in midair, didn't he, Nicky Winmar? And this is the way a forward likes the ball delivered, out in front into space. As you can see there, you can lead into that space with confidence.
There are some judges that think Chalmers is a bit slow for fullback, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes tonight with Stuart Lowe in top form. Hart, an All-Australian, still only 21 years of age. A wonderful pass, a terrific mark for Wren. Went down in the 3rd round of 1995 with that crook knee. So big things are expected of Sean Wren this year. He's looked upon as their prize recruit. He's a wonderful talent, kicking from right on 50. And they like it behind the goals.
Well, the other remarkable thing is that he's come back within 12 months. It all started from Hart coming off the square there. Winmar will just have to go a little bit with him. Great delivery. And he's just moving so well for a guy that under 12 months ago had a knee op.
Scotty, his opponent is Darryl Wakeland, who's giving away a lot of height.
Well, Drew, they've got to change it. Maybe they can do it. They've got big guys down on the forward line, St Kilda.
With Pittman in the ruck, they've got a bit of a luxury there, Adelaide. Comes to Hart, kick off the side of the boot, not far forward of the wing. Bounces on its end. Winmar's been prominent at the start of the game. Great play by Winmar. He's kicked to centre half forward. No mark. Free kick to Visca, I thought, was in there. Taken by Harvey. Dodges one, then another. Coughlin slides the hand pass away. Zilla. Umpire said there was a throw in there. Free kick Adelaide's way. Taken quickly. Out wide to Rasciuto. Centre wing out of side. He goes towards the 50. Excellent football, and the mark's taken by Peter Caven, who kicked 3 in the 1st round, but a very disappointing kick. Vidovic should have grabbed it, but St Kilda have it anyway. Whistle's gone. There's a throw, another throw, says the umpire.
Now, Wren was behind Wakeland and appealing to the umpire, and the umpire a little slow.
And here's a goal coming up to the Crows. Mark quickly gets it. So 2 throws against the Saints, costly in the last 90 seconds.
Now, Wren now will appeal. As you can see there, pointing out to the umpire a little slow. And the turnover pretty quick.
I think we're going to see Vidovic trying to get back to form that wall.
Umpire speaking to number 4 St Kilda, Joel Smith.
He's had a bit of trouble with blood earlier on. Maybe he has a bleeding nose or something. It could be that.
Also, Jarman has been picked up by Jack Daniels. Jason Daniels picking up Jarman, so it's going to be an interesting battle between those two. There they are, 34.
Played every game for the Sydney Swans last year. Daniels returning to his first club. Burke with a quick kick out of the centre, but it's coming back and it's going to Pittman.
And also, Kevin coming back as a better player too, because his kicking really did improve under Ron Brasby up in Sydney.
Big target is Wren. He's got it.
Oh, he's paying it to Wren.
They're using him as the target naturally enough because he is a very mobile player. And
well, Wakeland in front. You can't criticise Wakeland in this situation. He was in front. He tried hard.
So Wren from just inside 50 hit the post.
Well, was it a mark? Yes, I think it was. Perhaps didn't hold it long enough.
Burke marked strongly at half-back, but the free kick's going Adelaide's way, 5-0 at the moment at the start of the game. Here's Shanahan, who's come up the ground.
There could be a change there. Drew Shanahan onto Wren.
Shanahan started on McCartney towards half forward. Winmar, brilliant. Zilla back home in Adelaide. Stephen Zilla. Crowded forward line. Off hands to Rasciuto. Robin. Smart. Gee, they worked it well. Chalmers. Across the ground. Brilliant football. Connell, the best and fairest, takes the mark. And a free kick from Elliott. The crowd want 50. Matthew Young it was. Kick by Chalmers towards centre wing.
They That's a good decision by the umpire to Pittman. You can see he's being held.
Free kicks 6-0 to the home side. Bardsley is back there for the Saints.
He's got a chance to go over the top. He does so to Elliott at his third league club, the former Lion, then Tiger. Casual bounce, daisy cut a pass, and Joel Smith up to the task. This kid's a wonderful talent. Back edge of the centre square. His target is Stuart Lowe and also Big Everett in front. Punched away by Robin, ground level.
Good recovery, good second effort by Everett.
So a ball up on 50. St Kilda forward line. Everett to do the ruck work against Robin. Too tall. Biscuit taps back. Chance now for Harvey. Mr. Magic gets it across. Aussie Jones, here's an easy goal. Stewie Lowe for goal number 2.
Robert Harvey is just a marvellous player. His thinking is really exceptional, very, very quick, and he summed up this situation. He's going to draw a player here. Watch this. He just holds onto it. Look, terrific play. Drew the player, then the handball was on and over the head. He's just a wonderful thinking player, Robert Harvey.
Brilliant footy by Harvey, who was 5th in the club best and fairest, but equal 4th in the Brownlow. Oh, here he goes again out of the middle. The pass to Lowe. Magnificent football. That is perfect. You win in ruck to a man running through the middle.
Like a training drill, wasn't it?
Well, Stewie Lowe has opened on fire this season, and who knows how many he might kick tonight if he keeps getting delivery like that. He's lining up for his 3rd.
Player that really has developed since he came into the game, Stuart Lowe.
Scores are level. Lowe disappoints with that kick away to the right, and the Saints lead by only a point. Stewie's kicked 2 goals, 2.
Gren looks a problem for Wakeland, and also Stewie Lowe at the other end, a big problem for Chalmers. We've got Smart now kicking out. He's been moved to full back. Robin couldn't take it. Harvey at ground level. Good tackle by the Crows. Try and need. He's onto the left boot. And luck's a fortune. But a good player's always on the end of these, and Joel Smith's got it.
Some great players have worn number 4 at St Kilda.
So Joel Smith directly in front. He kicks it.
And one of those youngsters that's got a lot of poise, as Robert Harvey does have. For a second-year player, really is quite marvellous. He was a terrific player last year. Robert Harvey is proving a real problem. Traianides, who came on against Hawthorn, impressed, and he was the one getting the ball forward.
20 games last year to Joel Smith in his first year of league football. Just 6 goals. But he did play a lot across half-back as well.
Vidovic against Pittman. Harvey once again. 7 disposals already in the first term. Very high ball. There's Traianides. Comes to the front. Zilla goes to ground under a good tackle. Umpire blows the whistle and reckons the ball was held in there, and he's going to bounce it.
Shanahan's now gone on to Wren, and Wakeland's picking up McCartney at full forward.
Huge pack around this. Pittman. The umpire will have to come in and work again. And Darren Jarman in the thick of things. Hasn't been sighted too much yet, hasn't had a touch. But Harvey has been brilliant. There's Jars.
Well, Daniels has been tagging him, and Jason Daniels is a very good minder. Chalmers is back on Stewie Lowe. Smart's playing on Coughlin out at centre half back, and there's Jason Daniels back at his club he loves. Kane Johnson there, the youngster from Victoria. Big raps on that youngster there for the Crows with a beard. from the under-18s. Tregenza can't take control. Cross half forward for the Saints. Harvey once more to Burke. The two veterans set it up. Great kick, Nathan Burke.
St Kilda now double the Crows score. Magnificent goal by Nathan Burke, and once again Harvey involved. In the middle, Burke gets a little kick out of there. It clears the centre square, but tidied up by Smart. Floats the hand pass over the top. Tregenza. Behind left centre wing. A centering kick is good. Bickley. He got on the end of a Wren pass and kicked the goal earlier on. Rodman comes out wide. Hart. Good pass. McCartney can't take the mark. Here's Jason McCartney. And
it might have been a free kick to the Crows player on that occasion.
Look at the work rate of Nathan Burke in there. He's doing things in the middle and then getting back into defence as well.
40 metres out from the Crows' goal. Kicked off the ground by Elliott. Hart running onto the ball. Good strong play there also from the Saints and Smith. And he'll take the free kick.
Their first free kick.
Stan Elves, he'd be pretty happy so far. Saints lead by 13 points. Smith, Everett's the target. Great play there by Big Wren, dropping back. So Pittman's gone to centre half forward. Wren into the ruck. Bad option there, and Harvey read it brilliantly. Gets around, feeds it off to Winmar. Magnificent play, St Kilda. Great goal, Winmar.
Nearly thought that Harvey sold Winmar into trouble, but Winmar has got such great pace, balance. Just swerved at the critical stage to get around the players, evade them. Here's Harvey cutting it off, played on, maybe should have steadied down a bit, got himself into a bit of trouble, but then nearly sold Winmar into trouble. Player bearing down Hart, one on the right and one coming towards him, but he's still got his kick in. Good battle between those two.
Gee, when your good players are that good, the top four of St Kilda, Lowe, Burke, Harvey and Winmar, have just been sensational. Tregenza slides it back to Hart. Up to the 50. Shanahan takes the mark in front of Pittman, hits the ground running. Jamie Shanahan moved out from fullback, goes the short pass, centre wing. That's good play, and the mark taken low down by Jason Cripps, drafted from St Kilda's supplementary list of last year. Daniels, back from 3 years with the Sydney Swans. Wren is there, and Sean Wren takes the mark. Wonderful player. Last season, his season was ruined. To Bickley, bouncing through centre half back, balks the hand pass, takes it up to the centre circle. Great play by Mark Bickley to full forward. McCartney with a bit of a push.
No, the umpire's picked it, Drew.
No mark.
So Wakeland's gone to full back. I think that's a good move with Shanahan moving out to centre half back. Winmar gives it back to Joel Smith. This is his sixth possession back to Winmar. Their running game absolutely killing the Crows. Vidovic with a wobbly kick. Everett playing in front. Finished the season in great style last year, Peter Everett. He's built up.
Not a good kick by Vidovic, but when you're playing in front, Everett's doing that, and a lot of the Crows backmen playing behind at the moment.
So he's right on 50. Won't quite make the distance. Chalmers over the back. Ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. Robert Shaw just pondering. Last year, of course, only 11 wins. 9 wins, I should say, for the Crows. They finished 11th. A lot is expected of them this year.
Lowe kicks backwards, but the umpire said he didn't get rid of it in time, and free kicked him for holding the ball. Costa comes across the ground at Chalmers.
Too slow in getting rid of it, Chalmers.
And 30,000 Crows fans are telling him about it too.
Tyson Edwards was by himself.
Winmar high, can't quite take the mark. Just as well the Crows have had Hart. Gets the ball up to centre wing to Connell. He's kicked the centre half forward. Vacant there. McCartney streams down after the ball. Pesh in trouble. Had to get rid of it. Young holding the ball. Free kick to the Crows. So the free kicks are now 8-2.
Great to see that being paid.
Yeah, great tackle by Matt Connell. Came across from the West Coast last year. Won their best and fairest. He's looking for the lead. He's looking for McCartney in front. Burke. Chance now. Bickley outside 50. A long bomb.
Good big fellow.
Bit of it. And that's what a good big man can do. If he can read it to get back, just to build that wall, add the support. The kick's a poor one. Put Harvey under a lot of pressure. Costa has the ball. Gets it back to Tregenza. He's given him a goal.
Can be a dangerous player, Simon Tregenza. He's one of those players you cannot afford to lapse in concentration. A change has been made, and Tasker coming off, McCartney coming on, McCartney off. Vidovic initially gets out of trouble because Tregenza really didn't make contact, but now finishes up with Costa to Tregenza and his first.
Jason McCartney off the ground. He had a few chances, but hasn't been able to get a stat yet. Tasker on. Cogman loses it. Smart for the Crows. Bursting out of the centre circle. Very high kick. Not great penetration, but it might come all right. And Pesh takes the mark.
No, it's a free kick behind, Drew, and the umpire well awake. And it's terrific to see the infringements being picked up off the ball. Just prior to that, Tasker had hold of his St.Kilda opponent.
Now Zilla. Juggled attempt over the outer side. Burke has it. Bardsley. He's got Trianides on the inside. Bardsley taking it almost to the 50-metre line. Big pack low in the middle of it. Roving needed in front. Smith is there. Well done, Vidovic. Ozzie Jones goes to ground. Ball paddled out. Chalmers eventually. Costa has covered the ground here tonight. Well played. To Bond. Ex-Carlton player to centre wing. Connell marks.
Centre wing on the members' side. Darren Jarman yet to have a possession. Jason Daniels, his minder. Connell. Looking for some tall timber across centre half forward. Tasker is there. Harvey. What a player. The kick's a poor one, straight to Wren. That's one area he's always got to improve in. Sets up Pittman. Tasker's a chance. Good defensive play. Daniels, well done, son.
Oh,
fantastic play.
Desperate play. Terrific play. Also good play by Wren to get that ball on very, very quickly. Maybe Pittman could have gone a little bit harder with his kick instead of trying to chip it like a 9-iron. But there is a 2-on-1 situation. An excellent effort from Daniels. St. Kilda have gone wide on this kicking. They've got fellows deep in each pocket.
And the mark is just taken by Robbie Neal before the crunch came. Neal, who was with St. Kilda last year but didn't play a senior game, played his 21 league games for the Sydney Swans. The halfback, Winmar.
Which way's that battle going, Kevin? Hart and Winmar.
Winmar's had 8 possessions. I think Winmar's on top.
Hart's had 5. Kick by Winmar, short to Burke.
Matthew Powell about to come on for Adelaide.
They're still at halfback, the Saints. They lead by 2 goals. 5-2 to 3-2. Centre wing. Coghlan couldn't take the mark. Brown. Thrown to the ground by Wren. And the ball out of play.
Vidovic off 2 for a rest. And Brown, as Drew just mentioned, has come straight onto the ground. Everett going on the ball. Brown going to centre half forward, being picked up by Robram. Interesting match.
Red wins the tap. Smart with a quick kick out of defence. Hart didn't get a kind bounce. Winmar couldn't handle it. Everett does well. Finds Winmar. Should kick long. He's got low on a lead. Trianides from behind. Appeals for it. Can't get it. Visca.
The skill of Peter Everett was shown then. Very good.
Goes short to Risciuto. In a pinch hitter also at full forward for the Crows, Risciuto. inside to Connell. So the Saints making the Crows kick over the man on the mark. And we've got a ball up on centre wing as Robin goes off and Powell comes on for the Adelaide Crows.
And Powell's going across to pick up Brown. That was Robin's man.
Big pack around this ball up. Minute and a half remaining to quarter time. Adelaide fans want a free kick and they eventually get it. I don't think the first one was paid, but the second one to Bickley.
Should have been paid, Drew.
Bickley from centre wing. Peter Caven's been all right early season for the Crows. Across the ground he goes. Good long lead and a dive by Jarman, and eventually he's got it.
Great kick of the footballers, Peter Caven. When he was playing on the back line, he was a good kick, but he's also hurt himself, I think, too, Caven, after kicking that, or just prior to it.
So Darren Jarman with his first touch for the night. Caven looked as though he's heading for the bench, now going back out to the action. Jarman kicking from 45 metres. The Crows 2 goals behind. He's hooked it.
Couldn't kick through the ball. He pulled his kick as he made contact then, Darren Jarman.
You can see the St Kilda bench there. Lazavidovic just scratching the head. Just wondering what's going on. And young McLaren also there. So Burke makes the lead for the Saints. Now a warning is given. Everett's the target, punch away by Hart. Everett does well. Bowled over by Costa. Costa up like the Union rubber man. Kicks inside 50. Tasker couldn't take it. Daniels kicks towards the boundary line. Costa, can he trap it? Can't keep it in.
Now that bump down there jolted the headband off Everett.
That happened once to Bruce Dool and he went berserk.
That's right. He's got it back now. Boundary throw in. Siren for quarter time. Gee, we look as though we're in for a great game here tonight, because by now many visiting teams have been blown away by the Crows at Football Park, but the Saints lead it by 11 points and their stars are shining brightly tonight. Nicky Winmar, 10 possessions in the first quarter. A magnificent display. Sean Wren for the Adelaide Crows has been wonderful too, and he's had 4 marks and 5 possessions. Jamie Shanahan came from fullback out to centre halfback. Jack Daniels is there. What a job he's done on Darren Jarman. Gave up just 1 kick in the last minute of the term. Stan Alves comes down to speak to his boys, and behind him David Glascott, former Carlton Premiership player, after a stint with the Perth Footy Club over in the Waffle. As Stan Alves would be pleased with the way the Saints finished last season, and by the looks of it, have started this season. Robert Harvey, 10 possessions as well to match Winmar in the first quarter. It's thrilling to see good players going well. And just have a look at Nathan Burke, 6 possessions for him. Furrowed brow for Robert Shaw. Quarter time here, the Saints lead 5-2 to 3-3.
There'll never be a better game than the game we have today.
Lazavidovic in the ruck against Pittman. Laser gets his hands to the ball. Visca, first kick out of the square. It's a long bomb. Shanahan in front. Cripps kicks off the ground for the Saints, but it goes towards the Crows' goal. McCartney back on the ground, does well to tunnel ball it back. The ball was over the line. So Wakeling, fullback for the Saints, picking up Jason McCartney. No possessions in the first term, taken from the field. Given another chance at the start of the second quarter. Wren and Vidovic. Vidovic does very well, a la Polly Farmer. Connell on 50, screws the ball back. Daniels got his fist to the ball. Caught high, Burke not paid. Now a free kick goes to the Saints. Jason Daniels.
Slides it across to Bardsley. Christian Bardsley with plenty of shepherders. Had time to run. Ziller. Well, Stephen Ziller was a top player for the Saints last year in every game. Short pass. And at half-back, the mark taken by Shanahan. Kick by Jamie Shanahan for Everett. Oh, good mark. Magnificent athleticism against Robert. Now to the 50. Trianides.
He was impressive, Drew, when he came on against Hawthorn.
Now a kick smothered by Smart, so he's undone all the good work. Smart up the ground. Tregenza. Here comes Winmar. Lefty's man, who is Hart. Hart has it in the middle. Steers the pass, and the mark is taken by McCartney.
That's the problem with McCartney. He is capable of something which is very good like that, and then he'll let you down on other occasions. That was a great mark. And Hart and Winmar really are playing wide of one another, although they're both playing on one another at centre wing.
Now Jason McCartney for his first kick of the night, 52 metres out. Offline at point.
St Kilda by 10 points. Jamie Elliott to be the kicker for the Saints, just indicating where the mark is.
Well, Justin Pickett had that job last time they played, Kevin, and he seems to be very good at it, but he's not there at the moment.
No, Pickett, Daniel Healy, Darren Burke and Mark Kennedy left out of the St Kilda squad through injury. Certainly Pickett's out through injury. Vidovic to Harvey, trapped it well. Chance for Young, he needs a kind bounce. Didn't get it. Zilla under pressure. Winmar bounces off. Caught.
Throwing it.
Visca to take the free kick. Only a handful of games last year. Finds Bickley, important player for the Crows. Bickley kicks long and is a ball carrier. Jarman, I thought he had the free kick.
My word, he was being held, and the umpire right there should have paid it. Daniels had hold of Jarman's left arm.
Tasker warming up. Vidovic once more takes the ball out. Bardsley caught. The free kick is going to the Saints.
He was momentarily stunned by that tackle, Bardsley.
And he's got the free kick and the loose player in Jason Daniels. Has the ability to keep a player quiet and also pick up some possessions. Kicks down looking for Everett. Playing in front. Harvey at the foot of the pack, where all good players should be. Tap forward by Ozzie Jones. Visca using a bit of weight. Gets it to Tyson Edwards. Trying to run the ball now, the Crows. Smart. Kicks a long bomb. McCartney's out in front. Ball punched away. Good play by Wakeland at ground level. The Saints defence standing up. Cripps rockets the hand pass to Vidovic. Quick hands up Bardsley. They've got the runners, the Saints.
Winmar. Visca gets back on him. There's a push and there's a bit of a box on going on now.
And Pittman's off and Tasker on. Pittman's gone down to the forward line for the Crows.
Visca takes the free. Oh, Rashuto had it spent before he took the mark. Connell. Oh, a bit of holding on then. The umpire didn't see that either. And down goes Jarman once again from Daniels, and this time free kick Jarman.
And here's the free kick.
Yeah, took him right out of the play, well after the ball had gone. Jarman hooks the kick. Well, had a couple of chances this quarter, the Crows, and haven't managed a goal.
Matthew Young has come on, or has gone off for St Kilda, and coming on is Joe McLaren, Geelong under-18s.
So Elliott is the designated kicker tonight. Gets it across to Daniels. Back to Elliott, the old 1-2. Looking for Zilla. Chipping in is Caven. Plays it off quickly. Risciuto. Tregenza kicks a goal.
That's his second. Simon Tregenza has bit of a pushing and shoving match going on down there. A bit of frustration. A little bit of feeling in this game. And there he is, no left foot. But he followed his work up. There he is, Tregenza. Make sure of it this time by going on to the right. A good effort.
Slowly but surely they're coming back, the Adelaide Crows. That's their first goal of the quarter. They move forward again, but chopped off. High ball, Winmar in front. Good spoil by Hart. Hart recovers first. Zilla's there to help out Winmar. Great play by Zilla. Winmar floats to Harvey. Back he goes. That was McLaren just on the ground. Now Harvey. Kick by Harvey to full forward. Over the head of Trianides. Well done, Smart. Excellent mark. Rasciuto towards the other side of the ground. Chance here for the Saints. Robbie Neal, centering kick, low at the back. Punch to the front. Chalmers slides the ball across. Rasciuto out of defence. Visca back to Rasciuto. Working the ball well. The Crows looking much better this turn.
Some rebound football. Robin kicks the ball up. McCartney. Was it a push in the back or a dive? Jarman, great hands. Troy Bond, 35 out, kicks a goal. Great play by the Crows. Out of defence.
Maybe advantage played on that occasion, but it was definite push out by here it is by Shanahan. You see there, going to ground was McCartney, but maybe advantage play, but well finished off by Troy Bond. Started on the bench. Was an exciting player playing in the back pocket for Carlton last year.
Don, full marks also to Chalmers, playing in front of Stewie Lowe. Brought the ball to the ground.
Kevin, especially on the back line. He's not over-endowed with pace, Chalmers.
14 minutes left in the second quarter, and Adelaide have hit right back and lead by 3 points. St Kilda going forward. Low inside looking for Burke. He's got a bit of space. Burke off the left boot. Everett is there. With Robin. Robin turned into him. Ball out of play. Good tackling by Winmar. Great desperation by the Saints.
One thing I like about players who really work on their weaknesses, and we saw Nathan Burke, who wasn't a great kick on the right foot, has now adapted kicking on the left. It was a great second effort also by Peter Everett, and good play by Robin too.
Everett and Wren. Harvey near the boundary line. Oh, great play, Robert Harvey. Wheels around on the right boot. Zilla right in front, 50 metres from goal. This would test him. Lowe offers a lead. Kick by Stephen Zilla. Lowe's there. Off hands, Trianides has goal. Jason Trianides, who played in North Melbourne's Reserves Premiership last year. And he looks good.
Yes, he rode this well, I thought, by the crowd reaction. It didn't go through the big ones, but he's rode that well. Just no reaction at all from the crowd as that ball went through.
Saints back to a 3-point lead. They're led by 11 points at quarter time. Wren starting to get the spring back in his legs. Harvey to Winmar. McLaren just didn't get a kind bounce. Bit of weight being thrown around now inside the centre square. Hart, wild kick off the ground. Chance for Vidovic. Back to Lowe. In front. Couldn't take it on the second grab. Hart. Here's a runner. Carries the ball for the Crows. The kick's a wobbly one. Downfield, the free kick will go down to McCartney.
And actually, you can see there the St Kilda player, not too good, but then again, neither is...
It's Stewie Lowe. Stewie Lowe ran in and crunched into Smart as he was kicking. Both in a bit of trouble. Smart's come off the ground bleeding.
Play goes on. Daniels from the back pocket for the Saints. Finds Aussie Jones.
And Stuart Lowe still very slow getting to his feet. He's got trainers, you can see there, attending to him.
Jones to Daniels. Big gash to Smart. to Elliott. Going to be caught by Tregenza. Well played. Jarman, he's going to set it up to Bond. Great pressure by the Crows. Wren's the target. Great play, Robert Harvey. Read it well. Fantastic second effort to get up there and push back.
And here's what happens. Stuart Lowe, Harvey cutting across. If Stuart Lowe is up, he's all right, but that cut to Nigel Smart will be made worse by the fact that a lot of perspiration on the forehead of Nigel Smart.
Here's Stuart Lowe, and the crowd who saw what he did, booing him, and now cheering as Robert takes him over the boundary line. Boundary throw in centre wing.
Smart's going up the race. Obviously they have stitches in the forehead, and he's all right. He's going up unassisted.
Wren, clean possession. Kick short of the 50. The hand pass back to Pesh. He hand passed to a man in heaps of bother. Tregenza back to Pesh. They've lost it, but now Hart regains. Kick by Hart, kept low. Awkward half volley. From Smith. Run down. Aussie Jones. St Kilda's running game is good. This is McLaren, Joe McLaren. To half forward, good Mark Everett. Saints lead by 3 points. Midway through the second quarter.
Great running Harvey.
His running ability is phenomenal. Goes for the goal. I think he's kicked it.
Report on Nigel Smart.
Yes, Nigel has a cut just above the hairline on the forehead there. He's down in the room now having stitches, so they'll clean that up and he should be back on the ground in a short time.
St Kilda by 9 points. Jarman, quick kick out of the square. In front was Wakeland. Ground level, Bond. He's got a lot of pace. Gets it across to Connell. Back to Bond. It's one for the high flyers. Punched away by Shanahan. Ground level. Young. Make that Elliott. Kicked off the ground by the St Kilda defence. Daniels. Bowled over by Jarman. Tunnel balls it back. Daniels caught. Oh. Jarman. Wobbly punt. And reading it well is Cripps.
Gee, how good do you want your football to be? This is fantastic.
This is March, not September.
Ball goes out at centre wing, and I think all players will be happy to take a bit of a breather.
Young Kane Johnson on, a boy from Ringwood. And there's big raps about that young fellow. Didn't expect to make it so early.
Being picked up by Trianides. Johnson. Connell loses the ball on the tackle. Costa, high tackle, free kick against Nicky Winmar. Kim Costa, who came over from Footscray, former South Australian, returning home. Mark dragged down here by Robbie Neal. Cripps. Hardest worker in the club, they reckon. The hand pass just short of the mark a bit. Was touchdown. Ball hasn't gone out. Chance here for the Crows. Tregenza. Under pressure from McLaren. Caven tried one off the ground, and the ball spills out of bounds.
Lucky not to get the free kick then, Tregenza.
Vidovic versus Pittman. Young Logan there, 25. On for his first run tonight. McLaren for St Kilda. Out to Smith. Been very impressed with Everett tonight. Costa at ground level. Inside 50 for the Crows. From behind, Connell. Pops it up. McCartney from behind. Couldn't take it. Got it.
No, there's a free kick being paid. Wakeland against McCartney. Good play by Wakeland to get in front. The umpire's going to bring it back. Here it is. McCartney behind. There's the free kick.
Tasker warming up also on the boundary for the Crows. Pretty cheeky Touchwood free kick that one, Don. Daniels burrows in after the ball. Cripps back to Daniels. Screws it around the body. Keeps it in play. Kane Johnson, youngster from Victoria, playing for the Crows. Hart does well. Kicks into Bond. And the Saints happy to push this over for a boundary throw-in.
Connell's off. That's an interesting one. Connell off for the Crows and Tasker on. Neil's picking Tasker up.
Blood for Darren Jarman. Connell, the Crows' best and fairest from last year. Winmar sharing the ball around. Jones up towards half forward. Johnson.
Not bad, is he?
Visca, hand pass block. Traianides for St Kilda. Disappointing kick, low.
Oh, well picked up.
40 metres out, nobody in the goal square. Traianides getting there. Trying very hard to get there, and Lowe's kick goes through for behind. Stewie Lowe, 2 goals, 3. Jones off the ground for St Kilda.
Saints by 10 points. Chalmers goes straight up the centre. Cripps takes it. Been a handy play this term. Burke waits underneath it. Now this is a very, very handy shot at goal. Nathan Burke will be kicking from 45 metres.
It's a case of the blood rule for Jarman.
Nathan Burke has kicked 1 goal tonight. He's off target, minus score.
Well, Jarman's not going, staying out there for treatment. Kick straight up the ground, Rasciuto marks, still behind half-back. We have 7 minutes remaining in the first half, and it's an 11-point lead to St Kilda. They led by 11 points at quarter time. Rasciuto's kick to centre wing. Wakelin attempts to spoil. Harvey's back there, combining with Winmar. Winmar keeps the ball out in front. He was out, the ball's in. Great play by Winmar. Support by Harvey. The kick is perfect. Gee, I'm glad I came to see that bit of play.
He's down on hands in here. His head is in his hands. On the centre wing is Nicky Winmar, but he's all right. He's up.
Zilla de Lowe. And Stewie Lowe will be kicking the ball from about 45.
What's Nicky going to do? He's running across to McCartney. Nicky. It's on behind play. Steady down.
Yeah, he ran straight into trouble there, Nicky. Ran 40 metres for that one. Now, umpires everywhere.
Now that is a very bad play, Nicky Winmar.
Now, Stewie Lowe was lining up for goal, and now 80 metres back. It's a free kick to McCartney.
Not
Disciplined play.
Yes, you should just wait your time and pass it on, Kevin.
Well, Don, there's a golden rule in football that when you've got it, the opposition can do anything they like to you. Rasciuto, centre of the ground. This might even spark the Crows. Smith, has caught one there from Bickley. The free kick is coming back to Tregenza. He's kicked a couple of goals for the Crows tonight. Goes wide to McCartney. He's got a loose player. Robin.
St Kilda running out, making a beeline for, I'd say, Nicky Winmar.
So Robin's on centre wing on the outer side of the ground.
He's gone across again, Winmar. This is stupid play. He's remonstrating with McCartney on the side of the square. When play is down the other end of the ground, he's lost his concentration. It should take him off the ground for a while.
Young Logan kicks the ball to centre half forward, but Cripps has read it very well for the Saints. Been very good, young Cripps. That's his 9th possession. Gives it across to Harvey, to Daniels. He's been good also in defence. Has the top job playing on Darren Jarman. Kicks the ball down towards Zilla. Has it punched away. Played every game for the Saints last year. Flexed the muscles then. Won at the contest. Burke does well. Harvey, good punch on by Tyson Edwards. That was courage. Hart's got pace.
Now this is Nicky Winmar's opponent here, 34. Now Winmar is of no value at all to the team. In fact, they're dragging him. There, he doesn't want to go off, but he should go off the ground. He's just lost all. There he goes.
So on for the Crows, kicks deep, inside 50. And Shanahan takes the mark as Nicky's coming off. In this cauldron of football park, he's getting the boos. Costa onto the left boot. Here's a chance for the Crows. Caven, he's been paid it.
Well, they mightn't have got Nicky off early enough. He kept on going. There were about 3 or 4 separate incidents there. And the crowd are giving it to him, and I'm afraid Nicky's giving it back.
Well, actually, McCartney's done a good job, hasn't he? Because he sucked Winmar in, and he's of no value whatsoever.
Peter Caven, 35 metres out. He's missed.
Geez, some heat in this game. The crowd's at fever pitch. St Kilda worked the ball in. A 10-point margin, 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Robbie Neal for St Kilda. Caven marks for the Crows. He's about 60 metres out from goal. The kick by Caven. Wren is down there with all the height. Well done, Shanahan. Bardsley. Subterranean hand pass to Daniels. He worked in close quarters then. Well played, and Harvey marks at halfback.
St Kilda defence doing well with Shanahan. He's been a good player, so's Bardsley. And Daniels. Cripps, another good player. Elliott loses control but takes the free kick.
Just overdid the handball then, St Kilda.
Cripps to Burke. Caught. Under a lot of pressure. Costa. Here's a chance for the Crows. He feeds it off to Bond. He's got Wren by himself. The kick has to be good. Back of the pack. Couldn't take it. Logan there, the youngster. Wren kicks off the ground. It's going to bounce through. Yes! He's kicked the goal.
His second goal. It was a good effort by players on both sides on that occasion as the ball went into the forward line. Firstly, that effort there by Shanahan, but then from Wren to follow up after contesting the mark. I think it was with Bardsley. In actual fact, it was a good effort by Bardsley to get there and contest, seeing there's a difference in height. But that's the Crows' 6th goal. Good effort by Wren to follow up.
The Crows coming back again. 4 points the margin. And the umpire, before bouncing in the middle, having something to say to the players. This game is white hot at the moment.
They must be going to report him maybe abusively.
Well, Nathan Burke being spoken to, and the pencil coming out for, don't tell me, for Nathan Burke, who's vying with Stuart Lowe for captaincy.
And Smart's come back on the ground. Tasker off, and Smart's gone half forward, being picked up by Robert Neal.
Boy, this could be an expensive little night for the Saints. If Winmar goes and Burke's gone into the book. Here's Bickley towards the 50. Shanahan a good punch away. Tregenza. Chance. Oh, the mark was dropped. Caven bowled over. Look at the desperation.
It's pretty hot down there,
isn't it? Nicky Winmar's had a cool-off period. Don't know whether he's cooled off totally, but he's about to come back.
Young's off, and Nicky Winmar, to the hoots of the crowd, back on the ground. Just over 2 minutes to go in this great second term. Tregenza had a wonderful year last year. But the free kick is going to the Saints.
Cop on the face then, Nathan Burke.
Nathan Burke, across half back. Now Everett's his target. He's caught behind. Works to the front. Harvey. He's been sensational.
Strength.
And finds Stewie Lowe. Now he'll be kicking from right on 50.
McCartney off. Powell coming on for Adelaide.
Big Everett's gone back into the square. Lowe's kick. It's a long bomb. Can he shepherd it through?
Oh, wow.
It's a great goal.
Early in his career, Stewie Lowe wouldn't have made half that distance. He really gave that ball a hike. And look at this. When we talk about strength, that is strength. We don't talk about it in a physical sense, but the mere fact that he could break away Robert Harvey, and what a kick. That is a magnificent drop punt from outside the 50. Well done by the big fellow.
Just under a minute and a half remaining in the first half. St Kilda back to a 10-point lead. Pittman wins in the middle.
The coach is pulling the changes. McLean's warming up on the boundary line for his first run. The chap who was drafted, there he is, from Launceston, North Launceston.
McLean.
St Kilda, McLean.
Ball shoveled out by Harvey. Jones has copped it up. Bond. Oh, Wren very high. No mark. Shanahan recovered best. Vidovic camped underneath the ball. It's punched away. Visco went without it. Well, we're coming up to the halftime break, and these players will need it, KB.
It's been a fantastic game. No love lost between these two sides tonight. Saints led by 11 points at quarter time. They now lead by 10. It's been a seesawing second term. Costa to Tregenza. He's booted two.
Oh.
This is a chance for the Crows. Trapped in front by Jarman. Skills not there tonight.
Lucky or not a relayed free kick against Trionides.
Jarman's had 3 shots at goal for 3 behinds.
Vidovic off and McLean on.
So only a few seconds to go. The Saints must keep control. Daniels marks. Wants to go over the top as the siren sounds to end what's been a very entertaining first half of football at Football Park, with St Kilda going in at the main break, leading by 9 points, 8-4-52 to Adelaide's 6-7-43. And I'm certain, Don, you'll have a lot to talk about at half-time. The Nicky Winmar incident when he was taken from the field. Big clash there with Nicky Winmar and Jason McCartney. We see Robert Harvey having a few words there to the umpires. Also, Nicky Winmar is just having his 3 pennants worth. We've seen Nathan Burke. We're not quite certain. The umpire looked to be going for his book in the centre of the ground. Might have been just a warning. What a second term.
And this is Nicky Winmar involved in this action. Now, this is where he did terrific play to get rid of it. And there's the one from McCartney that he remonstrated. You see there McCartney coming in, letting the right go. But play was down the other end of the ground with Stuart Lowe, and they would have converted St Kilda. But Nicky took it upon himself to go across the ground and remonstrate on 2 occasions. You can see, I suppose he had just cause, but in some cases you just got to bite your lip and maybe pass it on when the opportunity presents itself. But Nicky didn't. He was taken away off the ground, and that's actually when the Crows did come back into the game. But as St Kilda walk off the ground, it's a terrific game here at Football Park in Adelaide. The scores: Adelaide 6-7-43, trailing St Kilda 8-4-52.
Thank you for the tears, and I thank you just for helping us to overcome our fears.
How bad St Kilda were and how good Adelaide were. Full of praise to St Kilda.
9-point lead to the Saints going into the second half. Well, Pittman gets over the top and wins, but guess who? Harvey, with his 22nd possession of the night, finishes up with Burke. Lowe will take a free kick. Oh, he dragged round the chin, I thought. No free kick. Now bowled over. The umpire's coming in to ball it up and not pay a free kick.
He'll have a bit of a headache, wouldn't he, Stuart, after that clash with Nigel Smart. He cops one there, and he'll cop one just there. But he's all right. I think there was a little bit of acting.
He did try to make the most of both of them.
Everett wins the tap. Burke. Bickley usually kicks long. And Bond takes the free kick. Left Carlton very disappointed. He didn't play in their premiership side. Blues unable to keep him at Princes Park. Punched away by Wakeland. Ground level. Tregenza caught. Harvey, 23rd possession. This time he doesn't hit his mark. Neal, happy to paddle the ball towards the boundary line. And Darren Jarman on the boundary line. Bit of treatment, so probably a bit hard for him to put Curls' plan into operation with him sitting on the interchange bench. It's a very tough angle, that. Bond. Shanahan, I think, has been tremendous defender for St Kilda tonight. Kicks off the ground. Tregenza is kicked to, caught. Shanahan with a bear hug. Bardsley taken by Hart. Back to Bickley. Front edge of the centre square. It's a big bomb. Tasker caught between two Saints defenders. And we've got a ball up. Caven very unhappy and punches the ground. Saw a tennis player do that once. Broke his hand.
Well, the umpires had a really hot time of it in the second quarter. Not sure whether there were any reports or not. Rasciuto went straight through the pack, and just as well Burke had a helmet on then. Wins the free kick. Cross in front of goals. This man will just run you into the deck. Jarman or whoever. Just keep on running. Everett on centre wing. Kick by Everett on the bounce. Good handling by Jones. Back to Everett. Good running by Peter Everett. And left foot with penetration. Low wide. Chalmers walked it over the line. And then Lowe sees him into the concrete.
The players really do amaze me nowadays with their skill. They're just fantastic.
Well, we've marvelled at the athleticism of Sean Wren, but I think tonight Peter Everett showing that he's in that sort of class as well with his athleticism and ball handling capabilities. Vidovic just couldn't hang on to the Sharon. Burke at ground level. He's a little ferret. Robin showed courage. Harvey kicks a goal.
Is it ever going to miss Robert Harvey? He picked that ball up on the half-back line. He got a kick from Nathan Burke. He's followed it down. And here's Nathan Burke also in the action. Going firstly with the handball, Harvey, but now Burke will run onto it. Bang, through it goes.
He's kicked two, Don. It's his 25th possession. And if the Crows are to win this game, they certainly have to stop the output of Robert Harvey.
Yeah, and 4 more possessions in the first 3 minutes of this quarter.
Pretty slack.
Pittman beaten by Vidovic. Ball not coming clear in a hurry. Neal kicks into the man, his own man, Daniels. Well gathered by Daniels to Burke. His kick smothered. Rebounds Adelaide's way. Tregenza out of there. Clears the centre square. Winmar with pace, but Wren met it well. Caven taken high. Free kick to Peter Caven.
Is that Wren down? No. Caven's done a little bit of acting here. Goes down.
Good punch to the boundary line. That was disciplined play by Jamie Elliott, and the ball goes out of play for a throw-in about 30 metres around from the behind post. Saints by 15 points.
Shanahan versus Wren. Logan. Quick snap. Minor score.
Drafted last week from West Perth. Played in a premiership side last year in Perth. Neil Curley.
Yes, there's all clear on Jarman. They say he's okay, just being rested.
Well, Daniels gave him a run around in the first half and had 14 possessions. Kick in, good long distance. Comes to the front. Burke tunnels the ball out. Harvey's there. McLaren. Goes over the top. Vidovic, I'm not sure why. Bickley for Adelaide has got it. Now to Rasciuto. Hurried kick to centre half forward. Pushed by Zilla. And a free kick to the Crows bomb.
Well, I don't know whether that one was on.
Gets a lead from Tasker. That's closed up quickly. The punch goes to Shanahan. Good handling with the gloves. Jamie Shanahan pinpoint to Winmar.
He's also improved his kicking. Jamie Shanahan, he couldn't do that when he first started.
Well, he's going to get the jeers from the crowd all night, Nicky Winmar. But he's played a marvellous game. He's also had 15 possessions. Just made that one error. Ground level. Daniels. This time under pressure, out of bounds on the full. So Tyson Edwards, youngster, played a dozen or so games last year. Regarded as one of the most promising of the young players with the Crows. Bickley, important, he has a big year. He's a ball carrier midfield. Winmar stood his ground well. Feeds the ball off to Daniels, but he was caught too high. Bit lucky to get away with that, the Saints, but they want some rebound football. Shanahan gives the ball over the top to Robert Neal. Usually a beautiful kick, and finds Stuart Lowe.
He's impressing tonight, Neil.
Always big raps on him up with Sydney.
But he's playing with a lot of solidity tonight.
So Lowe looked for the target there in Big Peter Everett. So 58 plays 44, the Saints in front.
Under 15 minutes to go to three-quarter time. It was Harvey up with a two-fister. Bickley. Last line of defence. Clears for the Crows. Danger! Winmar!
Is that a free kick?
Aussie Jones with speed. Brown. Back to Winmar. Floats one into Jones. St Kilda combining well. Jones sprints and goes for the goal square. Lowe and Everett. Traianides near the boundary line, and the ball out of play. Well, the Stars are going well, and the youngsters have come on. It was this stage of the competition last year when St Kilda beat the eventual day premiers Carlton by a point when an Aussie Jones kicked that terrific goal.
And showing great pace tonight. Smith, Brown and Jones, three outstanding young players for the Saints. Complement their great players. And here's one of them, Winmar, to Daniels, to Neal. Everett coming over the top. There was Chalmers. Ground level Burke. Couldn't get his foot to the ball. Bickley under pressure, caught. Play on, says the umpire. The Crows want a free. Tyson Edwards. Last line of defence. Kicks out wide. Tregenza. Pushed there by McLaren, who recovers well. Low from behind. The Saints desperate. So's the Crows.
Footy, isn't it?
Rodman takes it through.
Some terrific effort. McLaren out on centre wing, and then Tregenza to follow up, put the pressure on. Oh, good game of footy.
Chalmers, short one straight up the ground to Rasciuto. Now he comes wide. Here comes Winmar. Too late to spoil. Well, he gets the ball to ground off Hart. Johnson. Beautiful delivery. Pittman, centre wing. Kick by Pittman. Caven. Good mark, Peter Caven. Two previous clubs, Fitzroy and the Swans. A centering kick to centre half forward. But he gave it up. Zilla. Jones. Outer side. Brown. And Fisker guarding the mark pretty well. Game being played at a cracking pace. Excellent mark for Stewie Lowe. Two kicks to goal from there. Elliott got round beautifully, but the kick is wide and out of bounds on the full.
St Kilda very keen to give the ball off. They don't want to kick over the man on the mark. It's important you get the ball quickly into the forward line. Puts the defence under fierce pressure. Tyson Edwards. So Pittman's his target, is in front, punched away. Joel Smith to Vidovic, dispossessed, then kicks it off the ground. Bickley sets it up through Caven, he's off. He's got the runner there, and Troy Bond. Winmar couldn't get him, slippery as an eel. Bond around the corner. Aussie Jones, back to Winmar. Non-stop action by the Saints. It's like throwing a rubber ball against a brick wall. It just keeps coming back.
Really using up every square centimetre of footy park. McLaren looks okay. Lost it this time to Bickley. Short pass, a dive. Costa marks. Kim Costa. Rasciuto. Opening up play. Visca. Oh, a bit slow. Just got rid of it in time. But it's still there for the Crows. Winmar back there, but it'll be a St Kilda free kick. And the crowd is absolutely at fever pitch. Tony Brown, half back.
Ioannidis. Smart, who copped a very nasty gash in that second term, had to go off the stitches. You can just see on the right-hand forehead there where he's got the gash. Brown bumped very strongly then by Visca. Aussie Jones tries to weave his way through. It's tough in the clinches. Hart gives the ball up. St Kilda leads 59-44. 15 points. Young Kane Johnson there pushing against Harvey. Hope he hasn't got the tagging job for the youngster. Hart kicks down looking for Logan. Did he get in the back of Barsley, but he recovered quickly. Look at Zilla applying the pressure for St Kilda. Bond does well, gets it back to Powell.
It's hot.
Tremendous tackling by the St Kilda players.
Magnificent.
Both sides have been just great in their endeavour. The Saints just a little bit better, 15 points up.
And we're halfway through the quarter, and it's been 1-1 to St Kilda, 1 point to Adelaide in the turn. So it's absolutely frantic, but they can't score. Hart to Smart. Prosciutto lifted the elbow, lost the football, gathered by Winmar. Nicky Winmar off the left. Ioannidis is there, leaves it for Burke. Good half volley. Jones. Great running by the Saints. Long kick by Jones. Lowe's there. Can't take the mark. Everett with him. Peter Everett, open goal. Gets it.
In this Ansett Cup and also the Lightning Premiership, he just might be the most improved player in AFL football in 1996. Bond to Bickley to Hart. Smart in front, goes to ground. Barsley does well, gets it back to Neal. The Saints' defence has been strong all night. Throw in some 35 metres around from the Crows' goal. Robert Neal there on screen. Formerly of the ACT. Big raps on him when he was with Sydney. Started his career under Gary Buckenara. Wren hasn't had quite the impact as he had early in that first term. Bickley, was he held? Bardsley. He's been great in defence. Joel Smith.
A lot, Bardsley.
Smith, Brown and Jones. I tell you what, fine players, just kids. Tasker can't handle it. Caught by Lowe. Pat on the back from Nathan Burke.
Sounds like a legal firm, doesn't it? Smith, Brown and Jones. Nine minutes remaining to three-quarter time. St Kilda in attack. This is 35 metres from goal. Bond straight up the middle. Ball sits on its end. Bickley hand pass over the top. Oh, whip back for St Kilda well. In the path of Wakeland. Jones
Dropping it.
play on, says the umpire. Vidovic. Costa goes to ground. He loses control. Daniels tunnels it. Costa's there again. The umpire will ball it up just on the edge of the centre square.
Well, it's a good thing that he did go to ground because big Peter Everett was coming the opposite way.
Saints by 21 points. 10-5 to 6 goals 8. And the bloke who proposed on the scoreboard has been accepted. We're here.
Congratulations to him.
Gaza.
Burke lows the target. He's got it. Well, he's booted 3 goals, 2 in the first quarter and 1 in the second term.
And again, putting it out in front, and the big fellow, he is just terrific overhead, that man. Over the years, he's worked on his upper body, as you can see there.
Crows without Tony Modra tonight. And also Andrew Jarman, they were their 2 leading goal kickers last year. Robert Shaw said it'd be an interesting night to see if someone can stand up. Kick goals for him. Well, Stewie Lowe's just bagged his 4th.
Four goals through to the big fellow. But it's the guys up the ground that do get the ball down. They've got some terrific smaller players. Nathan Burke, he is terrific. Robert Harvey once again. Burke comes around and then has enough time to put the ball long and high in the direction of Lowe. And he is not let down by his efforts.
Crows will have to be good to come back from here. St Kilda looking the goods. Here's Robert Harvey streaming out of the middle. Magnificent play, and Lowe was chopped off, and in front of him, good courage there by Brown, because Lowe was coming like a locomotive. Tony Brown wearing Danny Frawley's old number, a man who was skipper for the previous 9 years. He'll be kicking from about 45 metres. Just got the distance for a behind.
Didn't look terribly confident when he came in, Jones.
That was the other lawyer. That was Brown.
Oh.
Chalmers elects to go straight up the centre of the ground. Pittman's a target, but big effort. He's been just sensational. Kicks back to Lowe. Can he take on the second grab? No. Tasker just used a bit of brute strength to get away, but under pressure kicks it out of bounds. See Stewie Lowe here, just clashing there with Tasker, who did well.
And offering a contest is Lowe.
Pittman, front of the pack. Look at Everett doing the roving to Zilla. Across the face for a minor score.
It's worth having a look at Everett. 10 kicks, 1 handball, 5 marks and a goal. 29-point lead to the Saints. Brett Chalmers. And that's a good kicking. Johnson takes the mark. Kane Johnson, the Crows' second pick in the draft, former All-Australian centre-half at Teal Cup level. Rodbran to Hart. Caven at centre-half forward. Too far out to score. Gets round on the left. One-on-one contest. Smart in front. Elliott spoils. Smart recovers. Well done, Nigel Smart. Magnificent football for a goal. Boy, that was good.
Talk about Everett being a good player. This man here can be used at both ends of the ground, and he's smart by name and very smart in his action. He is a very, very good footballer. There he is, look at that. Down on one knee, up, enough time to recover. He is a class player, and there's not too many class players in the Adelaide side.
Be good to get Neil Curley's thoughts at three-quarter time on Smart, whether he should play up forward or up back. Wren, Shuto, Daniels does well.
Now there's a man that's got a future too.
Gutsy mark by young Kane Johnson. You might wonder what's hit him. It's a shell-shock game. Tregenza, well shepherded by Beckley. Robert Neal.
Well, hasn't he?
Been very handy to Harvey, who's knocked up getting the ball. 29 possessions. Still with 5.5 minutes to go in this third term. Zilla. Every game for the Saints last year. Well, he's unstoppable, nearly Stewie Lowe.
The other good thing about Lowe now, he's prepared to go to centre-half forward. Last year, he'd probably like to stay closer to goal.
Everett's played in front all night. Chalmers this time punches the ball. Daniels swoops on it. Could have given it off to McLaren. Back to Harvey. He looks for McLaren. Great vision, Harvey. He's on.
Get it down. Everett's by himself. Quick. Everett and Wren in the goal square. The big men waiting for this high ball.
McLaren right on 50. He'll take a big kick to score. Shuto, they're under a lot of pressure now. Powell for the Crows runs the ball out.
Crowd not happy, but he dead set ran it out. Coming back for a throw-in. 4.5 minutes remaining to three-quarter time.
Sorry, Drew. Vidovic coming off for a rest and McLean coming back on. We saw McLean coming on just before half-time.
Everett and Wren. Daniels has been in the thick of the action. Gave away a free kick to Rashudo, but they didn't pay it. Goes to Brown. Look at this. The tackling, the grappling, the ferocity in there. There's hardly room to breathe. Wren last up with it. Kicked 2 goals.
Just wait till the real stuff starts.
There's only a dress rehearsal.
Everett. Costa pushed in the back by Tyronides. So they pay advantage. We see the push here. Tyronides right into his back. Troy, that's Tregenza, has got it. Centre wing.
Oh, I thought he tripped himself on that occasion. Tyronides coming off, Young coming off for St Kilda.
Caven kicks down, looking for Smart, and Bardsley. Tremendous
He is the most improved. He is a really improved player. When he was at North Melbourne, a little wishy-washy, but really he's developing solidity too.
Shanahan to Harvey, back to Bardsley. And give it back off to Shanahan, who can hopefully draw an opponent there and cost him, give it across to Young. So they've carried the ball up to the centre wing. So Young now kicks long into Everett territory. Got his hands onto it. Still playing in front. It's a great sign for the Saints. Powell tried to crash his way through. Another great tackle by the Saints, and this time by Nicky Winmar.
There's one rule that just went passing. The umpire didn't pay kicking in danger. Chalmers kicked the ball out of Everett's hands. Something that could be looked at.
And that was a great tackle by Winmar. Very difficult when they're coming front on. Got his head to the side. So Nicky Winmar has put it up for Stewie Lowe. Rashudo, and the ball's knocked over line by Daniels. In fact, that's the big young McLean from North Launceston.
First round pick in the February draft for the Saints. Andrew McLean. Another redhead. Daniels. Offline.
Oh, he's kicked it.
Oh, he's got it.
Well, his mum, who delivers Meals on Wheels in the Dandenong area to my dad, will be absolutely ecstatic that he's kicked that goal.
This was a lay-down misère for Daniels. Here he is, number 34, running onto the ball, holding it across his body. As I said before, he's not the best kick in the world, but around the corner he twists it.
It once did a news story with Jason Daniels when he was in the schoolyard having a kick at lunchtime.
Tregenza is kicked 2, under pressure. Saints have been relentless. Neal, desperate. Ball up on 50. Just over 2 minutes to go in this third term. Saints by 29 points. The youngster, McLean, for the Saints. Bardsley. Well, I agree with you, Don. He struggled as a rover and as a forward, but the move last year by Stan Alves putting him in defence has just changed the whole football life of that boy.
Well, he's a real touch player, you know, skirting the outside, waiting for the ball to go out. But on that occasion, he's left his man and run straight towards the ball and took a good mark.
Lowe tries to take a one-hander. Oh, then does the roving to Winmar. Magic stuff by the Saints. Winmar balks. Gets around Costa. Bit of magic here. Now he has to kick. Everett, the high flyer at the back of the pack. Wakeland, it's bouncing the wrong side of the post.
Although we marvelled at Winmar's skills here, there and everywhere, it doesn't help the forwards down the ground because they were already anticipating his kick going to the flank. He stopped, started, twisted, turned. We applauded, but really it wasn't to the value of the team.
5-goal lead to the Saints, just over a minute to three-quarter time. The Crows have never been beaten in a pre-season game at Footy Park. So how good are the Saints in 96? Chalmers kicks straight up the ground. Wakeland, who kicked the previous point, got it to the front of the pack. Daniels goes off the ground, short of the 50. It's cleared by Costa.
Oh, tackle.
Down goes Tasker. Yeah, Lowe playing well up the ground. Whistle's gone, St Kilda free. And it'll be taken by Darryl Wakeland. One of the Wakeland twins who came from Port Adelaide to St Kilda. All the balls there. Harvey hand pass to Burke. He fires it out to Young. Young beats a man and goes for goal and kicks it. Matthew Young, the former Hawthorn player, has put the Saints 6 goals up.
Well, everything going right as far as St Kilda is concerned, because when Young finished up with this ball, he could have gone across to Jones. Or was it Brown? No, it was Brown, Tony Brown, but he decided he'd do it himself. So everything going St Kilda's way, options coming up everywhere, and they're doing it really well. They're making the play.
6 straight goals in front of the Saints. Kicked 5 goals this quarter, 1 goal to the Crows. McLean in the ruck. Vidovic on the bench, having a spell for the last term. Risciuto. Caven underneath it. Risciuto once more. That looks like Pesh at the bottom of the pack. Stan Alves down there. Daniels has been held. So there's only a few seconds to go. Not enough time for the Saints to score. So once more, a great third turn by the Saints. And at 3/4 time, St Kilda 13-8-86. The Crows 7-8-50. Stan Alves there. He'd be a very, very happy coach making his way out to the huddle. The Saints generally break up into 3 groups. They're forwards, backs and on-ballers. I think Winmar did well that term. Came back after that altercation in the second term when he probably lost it there for a while, but concentrated very hard on the ball. It was good credit to him. The Saints, they maybe could have lost it as Alves there, having some encouraging words to young McLean, who just a youngster from North Launceston, just recently picked up in the draft. It's a big night for him. And I tell you what, we might be looking at history, because the Crows never beaten here at Football Park in the Ansett Cup game. So at 3/4 time, the Saints lead 86-50.
Never be a better game than the game we have today.
It will make it very, very hard for the Crows. Bickley. Ball still inside the centre square. Pesh. Harvey. Possession number 32. Brown. Around the corner to Everett. Went past clean bowled McCartney. Picked up by Chalmers. Gets it back to Costa. So the Crows up towards the edge of the centre square. Good strong play by Vidovic. Put his body in, now on hands and knees. Shovels it out to Harvey. Gives it back to Winmar. And he's got Burke by himself on the half-forward line.
Well, that work by Vidovic, it wouldn't appear on the statistical sheet except for the handball, but he really backed into the pack, slowed it down and got it out. It was terrific stuff.
Harvey could finish with about 45 possessions. Chalmers punches from low. Fumbled by Tregenza. Young is there. Good hand pass to Jones. Open goal square, but he didn't quite have the distance. McCartney gets back there. Here comes Everett. McCartney goes for the boundary line or out wide, and Connell gives him support. Last year's best and fairest. They need a rush of goals, the Crows. Connell goes for distance. Caven is there. It's Hart. Winmar beats him to it. Flips the ball in. Here's another possession to Harvey. Short pass. And that's great stuff, and the mark taken by Joel Smith.
Lowe's on the lead. Wonderful kick by Joel Smith. And well honoured by Stewie Lowe. He's kicked 4 goals. 2 in the first term, 1 in the second, 1 in the third term.
They're just so superior, aren't they, St Kilda? Their skill work. They're looking for a man. The options are there. They're running much better. And the big fellows down the ground are just not letting the work of the smaller fellows up the ground down as far as capitalising on the opportunities that come forward. If they miss it, they're prepared to follow up, and there's been good mobility shown by both this man on screen, Lowe, and also Everett.
Who kicks this? The Saints will be in front by 7 goals. He likes it.
it's his 5th goal, and Tregenza has gone off the ground for Adelaide. He didn't look too good when he went off. It's a good kick by Joel Smith.
What a scoreline for the Saints. Last year when they came over here to play for premiership points, they kicked just 3 goals for the game and had their worst licking for the season. Here's a Crows free kick. Bond. And 50 metres. So they'll go from half back to half forward. I didn't see what that was for. Was that chat?
Nathan Burke across the mark, Drew.
So here's Bond right in front, kicking from about 52 metres. Good kick. Was it touched? Just. Gee, put that into orbit.
Simon Tregenza having his thigh iced up. Darren Jarman's also in the dugout. So a couple of their best players not on the ground for this tough last quarter. Winmar, who Neil Curley said at 3/4 time may have been reported, along with Jason McCartney, where Sean Wren takes the grab. He's got a loose player in Bond, so he'll have another crack at it. Firstly from the same spot that he just had the ball touched on the line. Pretty good stats tonight, 16 possessions. Another bumping kick by Troy Bond. Just off target, but a great kick for a small guy. And Neil Curley on the boundary line, Simon Tregenza.
Yes, a cork thigh, so I don't think he'll take any further part.
Well, they look like coming out of this game with a belting and with a few walking wounded. There's Jarman looking pretty dejected.
Tasker there along with young Logan.
Still got Andrew Jarman to come back, McGuinness, McDermott, Liptak, Modra. So there's a lot of names out of this side.
Well, McGuinness is a fantastic player. He's had a few knee problems, of course, but he's just a marvellous player.
Neil's kick is smothered, doesn't quite go out. Well, Bond can kick him from anywhere. This time he goes for the hand pass. Bickley. Oh, well done by Bardsley.
I think he's given away the free kick.
Zilla, yep, Steve Zilla. In the back, so he's actually given him a kick for goal. Mark Bickley to have the shot. Kicked a top goal earlier in the game. In the first quarter. .40 metres out. A goal.
Well, that's his 2nd goal. He's got an awkward kicking style, Mark Bickley. But it always finds, or on most occasions, it finds its target, whether it be short or long. And this is an excellent kick for goal. Concentrate, head over the ball. A beautiful kick from a long way out. Angle very acute.
Saints by 34 points. Plenty of time for the Crows if they get the fans behind them, but they've got to stop this guy, Harvey. Gives it to Brown, he's on 50. Passes it off to Burke, runs inside 50. Lowe's got the sit here on Chalmers.
He was going to play on, I think. He had a look.
Sign of a good side that can answer quickly, Don.
Oh, they do it so well out of the centre. I was just watching that, the way that they man up. They get their bodies in front. The ball comes down short.
Lowe going for his 6th goal. Should post it.
Is there anybody who runs harder for longer and covers more ground than Harvey?
Yes, Steve Monaghetti. but he can't play football.
That's right. He doesn't have to take physical knocks as well. It's just a phenomenal display that Harvey's putting on.
I think in the second term, Drew, when we saw Harvey do a great piece of play in the last line of defence in the back pocket, and then he was kicking a goal at the other end of the ground, 180 metres, you know, in a twinkling of an eye. A few seconds later, Robert Shaw looking very concerned in the Crows box there.
40 points the margin in favour of St Kilda. Saints ran 14th last year with 8 wins. They did finish the season well. They'd have been a lot better if they hadn't lost their first 6 in a row. The umpire comes in and will sort this out with a ball up. "15 minutes remaining in the game. Crows behind by 7 goals. They've kicked only 8 for the night, so it doesn't indicate that they're likely to come back and run all over the top of the Saints. Powell goes to ground. Umpire kept the whistle away. Now he blows it for a ball up.
It's a different player in a St Kilda jumper, Matthew Young.
But you'd have to be lifted by the way some of your teammates are going here tonight. They've played inspiring roles, the senior blokes.
They're an exciting combination, St Kilda, and what we've seen in the Ansett Cup. And you mentioned their great form towards the end of last year, 6 out of 9, beating Richmond and Geelong, and they played off in the preliminary final. So it was an indication that maybe we're going to see something special from the Saints.
Oh, that's an interesting one. An interesting one, because Chalmers was only looking at the ball when he attempted to mark.
Brown's got the free.
And Brown's got the free kick, or whether it was against Costa. Now there's Chalmers with the ball.
Costa met him face on, Don, and pushed him. So 35 metres out, Tony Brown yet to kick a goal. Now, has he just made the distance? I think he has.
Well, from a free kick, he's got his first goal, Tony Brown. I'll try it again. There's a free kick against Costa in the foreground. Chalmers trying valiantly to mark that. Just makes the distance.
Saints have topped the 100. What a performance. Vidovic lost sight of it. Bond lost it in the tackle. The umpire will have to start them again. This time with no restriction, so plenty of players around this ball up. 104 plays 58. 13 minutes, just over 13 minutes to go. Ruck interference this time, and free kick to Vidovic. Against Sean Wren. Everett gives movement from centre half forward, but low. Oh. Didn't quite hold it. It's still there for the Saints, though.
It's just the strength of Stuart Lowe. Chalmers from behind trying valiantly once again to get a fist to the ball, but Lowe with his great strength, his bulk, just held him out.
Chalmers wins the tap. Pesh, fresh air shot. As well as caught.
Should be paid the free.
Just didn't have much opportunity to get that away, Pesh. It's worth noting Robert Harvey's stats. He's had 6 marks, 19 kicks, 18 handballs, and he's kicked 2 goals. Exceptional performance. Elliott out wide. Neal. It's been pretty handy tonight. Costa to Bickley. Back to Bond. I think they'd be happy with his performance, Bond. He's shown a bit tonight. Pittman. He's got the lead on. Robrin in front. Shanahan hasn't been beaten tonight. He's been an outstanding defender. Bond paddles the ball along. Winmar's there. Ziller underneath it. Bond does well to follow up. Stacks on the mill.
Yeah, there's no way the Saints are going to give them a couple of charity goals at the end when it's all over, the way they're playing. Kilda look like advancing to the semi-finals of the Ansett Cup. Smart knocks the ball in. Winmar gives it a hard charge. Fires out the hand pass. Daniels went without it. Look at that bear hug of a tackle. Once again, the umpire will ball it up. Nowhere for Ben Hart to go. Vidovic, number 9. Beats Pittman, but doesn't clear the area. Pesh after it. Just inside the line. He took it out. Throw in.
The goal-kicking capability of Adelaide would be of some concern to Robert Shaw.
Well, even coming into the game, Kevin, we noted that Hodges and Modra are not there. I think had Modra have been there, they deliver the ball pretty quickly into the forward line. He's a class player, Modra, and he'd certainly capitalise on a lot of the opportunities. I don't believe forwards are made. They're born. They're a naturally skilled player, and that's what they're lacking at the moment.
Costa has a chance to put the Crows into attack, but the pressure of St. Kilda once more. But a free kick has been paid. He's been pushed as he's kicked it. And he's also getting a 50-metre penalty.
So he shouldn't miss this.
Well, Costa has got the role this year, I'd say, of trying to blanket the top players of the opposition.
Just less than 10.5 minutes to go. I think we might see an Adelaide tradition start shortly, with the crowd filing out with the Crows being beaten at home. Powell gets the hand pass away. Hart and Pittman. Where'd the hand pass go? Daniels finished up with it. To centre half forward. Young from behind makes it a contest, but interfered and gave away the free kick. To be taken by youngster Johnson. Kane Johnson. VSFL Team of the Year, Captain Victoria, All-Australian centre half-back. Pesh. Not a bad kick. Inside the 50. Shanahan's there. Shanahan finishes up with the ball. Now the whistle's gone. It's a Crows free kick right in front. Well, their last came from a free kick with 50. And I think there might be some charity in this to Caven.
Yet to kick a goal. Probably better known as a defender when he was playing with Fitzroy in the Swans, but Robert Shaw has been experimenting with him on the forward line. He's usually a beautiful kick. And he's popped this one through.
My experience is that most left footers are good kicks of the football. I don't know why, but they seem to cover a lot more distance than what the right footers do. But playing across half forward, he's given them a little bit Caven. It's his first for the night. Well, it was a beautiful kick too.
Free kick was paid there because once he was tackled, he wasn't let go of, and therefore he took that free kick. 34 points the Saints lead by. Wren wins the tap. Elliott trying to make it with his third club. Everett has been very good tonight. Great skills and athleticism. Does well. Just toe poked it out to Harvey, who could kick his third goal. He's off target.
Actually, Kevin, he meant that.
Yep.
Now, we watched him in the centre earlier, and I think it was to Harvey, where he just hit him with a little short pass, covered no more than 10 metres, and he really did look for Harvey and hit him with the ball on that occasion. It was good play by Everett. A lot of composure.
Tyson Edwards very keen to get the ball quickly back into play, and that's a great sign for the Crows, with Wren taking that tumbling mark. Did his knee in round 3 last year, so he's a prize recruit in the eyes of the Crows. McCartney. For young Kane Johnson.
Bronx cheers for McCartney, his second mark for the night. Ball's gone out of play. We'll have a throw in, outer side of the ground. Well, I suppose if they had a red-hot finish, the Crows could be a chance. 8.5 minutes to go. But just from the facial expressions and the hunched shoulders, it doesn't look like there's any inspiration coming from them at the moment. Aussie Jones takes it towards the line, but will take a free kick. Played senior footy for Berwick when he was a 16-year-old. He still looks like a 16-year-old playing league footy.
He might have played for Berwick when he was 12.
Yeah. Big pack here. Everett punches down.
Another great player came from Berwick too.
M-Tuck. Did I pass the test? Caven. His hand pass is blocked. Shanahan sees the ball out. Played a few games, Michael Tuck. KB had the record until Tucky came along.
Yes, absolutely. Great Michael Tuck. One of the greats. Sean Wren. Hart. Back to Wren, to Bond. Being handy tonight. Costa kicks inside 50. And Caven takes the mark. Well, certainly Stan Alves won't want 3 or 4 quick goals to the Crows to take away the tremendous form of the Saints tonight. I don't think the Crows can get up there. I think time will beat them, but, well, we know in football that we can kick goals so quickly these days. So if Caven pops this through, it just might be the lifter. He's done it. It's his second.
Got a beautiful kicking technique, Peter Caven. But straight taut instep, taut knee, and he really does follow through beautifully.
Elliott off for St.Kilda and Jason Cripps back on the ground. Well, funnier things have happened, I suppose. 5 goals in 7 minutes. Here go the Crows again. Bickley. Wide. Caven. Couldn't get there on the full. Shanahan. He's been great, but Caven's kicked a couple of last quarter goals. Seen over the boundary line by Zilla for a throw in Adelaide's forward pocket. 105 to 76. 29 points the margin with 7 minutes remaining. Vidovic and Wren. Laser takes clean possession. Daniels been a great player and a possession winner tonight.
Matthew Young's gone off for St Kilda, and Trianides has come onto the half-forward flank.
25 possessions of Jason Daniels. Harvey, short kick. Powell of the Crows, back to 50. Chance for Bond. Barsley heads for the safety of the boundary line.
When you look at Harvey's statistics, you also got to take into account that he was resting on the half-forward line and forward pocket, so he wasn't on the ball all the time, as a lot of players are when playing today.
Pittman to Smart. Here he is again. Harvey, that's his 39th possession. Daniels onto the left boot. And Risciuto across half-back for the Crows. So the Crows have certainly lifted the tempo in the last 5 minutes. Back to Tyson Edwards. Pops it out in front to McCartney. To Kane Johnson. Back to McCartney. Geelong bomb. Caven's the target. Backing back was Vidovic, did well. Bond, quick hands to Costa, he's caught. Zilla takes it for the Saints.
5.5 minutes remaining. Daniels from the goal square straight up to Bardsley. Time for a breather for the Saints. They've come with a bit of a rush, the Crows. Daniels again building on the stats. Joe McLaren comes from dairy country, Woolsthorpe near Koroit, would you believe? Heard of Woolsthorpe? They milk cows there, they don't shear sheep. Everett up towards the 50. Here's Trianides, number 32. Plenty of Saints there. Cripps paddles the ball out to Robert Harvey. Dishes off the hand pass. Joel Smith goes for the goal. It's close, just across the face.
Some of the crowd leaving here at Football Park.
They know the Crows won't come back.
Chalmers to Costa.
Well, it took a lot of convincing, didn't they?
Picks up looking for Pittman. Front of the pack, Tony Brown. Turn of pace onto left boot. He's already kicked a goal. This is close. Touched on the line by young Johnson.
He's a classy mover. Here's Tony Brown. And there he is on screen.
Saints have come a long way since Fitzroy beat them last year out at Waverley, and Stan Alves had to barricade himself in the coach's box. It's been a great credit to Stan Alves and the players down there for turning it around, because at that particular point of time it looked like the Saints were a side that might have been in danger of going out of the competition. Low down to Trianides. Well, they could have rattled it, but neither player wanted it. Finally, it comes back out to Hart. Redraw. Wren hands to McCartney, caught by Bardsley. Has to handball wildly. Bond does well. Back to McCartney. Put him under fierce pressure. Joe McLaren. Picked up there by Visca. Gives the ball across to Logan. It's hooked back across the face. What a tackle by Wakeland for the Saints. Typical of the way they've played tonight. Shanahan has been superb. Back to Wakeland, and now they can run it out through Tony Brown.
Terrific.
Kicks to space to Winmar.
Oh, look at this.
Off to Aussie Jones. They've got a lot of pace in the Saints lineup. Everett, who's played in front all night. Back to Aussie Jones. Runs on like a good player to Lowe, and that is superb football by St. Kilda.
All started with Wakeland down in that back line. That was just sensational stuff.
Worth the trip for these people if they've come across the border, and if they're Saints fans living in Adelaide, they'd be outnumbered millions to one, and haven't they had a great night?
Well, Stewie Lowe is going to kick his 7th goal, but I think Stan Alves might put that on the motivational tape, because it was great tackling, great skills, great running, and finished off with a goal. You can't do better than that. That was just sensational. We just haven't caught it all, but look at this running by Jones. One, Everett, then lays it off quickly. Look, but the work down on the back line was just terrific. Sensational stuff.
Three goals in this last quarter for Stewie Lowe, and another 7. So in his one appearance in the Lightning Premiership, he kicked 6. Then he's bobbed with, what, 7, then another 7.
Well, he kicked 8 against Hawthorn.
8-7. So
he's playing at centre half forward now too.
Well, if he stays fit, he should kick 100. Throws free to be taken by Connell. Under 3 minutes left. 113 to 76. And one of St. Kilda's best ever nights. Kicked by Connell. There's Stewie Lowe back there. Punched the ball 30 metres up the ground. Nest of pros, though. They share it around. Eventually Powell. Punch from behind, discipline. Hart around the boundary line towards the 50. Wakeland. Daniels to Harvey. Kick smothered. It comes into Smart. Oh, they don't know what to do with it. Plenty of touches, didn't move the ball on. Eventually Robrin. Shanahan. Well played, Jamie Shanahan. Well, Lowe's kicked a bundle. Harvey's nearly had, well, he's had over what?
41 possessions.
41 possessions now. But Shanahan's amongst the best.
Well, he's been a superb defender. Caven kicked 1 goal on him. The other one was a free kick given away by one of his teammates. But he's beaten all comers. Went out onto Wren when Wren looked very dangerous in that first quarter. Winmar, unfortunately for St. Kilda, may have been reported according to Neil Curley. Tyson Edwards went up, got the ball to the ground to Risciuto. Hand pass was a shocker. Here's a chance for Tony Brown. Put the foot on the accelerator, son, and kick another goal. He's done it. It's his second.
He could have kept running too. He had a space in front of him, tested the other fellows who were chasing him, but he decided he'd go with the kick. Well done. There's just nobody in front of him here. I suppose Risciuto was gaining, could have cut him off. They've just done it so well.
Margin now 43 points. It was 36 at three-quarter time, so they've won the last quarter again after a bit of a rally by the Crows. Smart's hand pass, a bit too forward of Bickley. It's been chopped off by Neil. A high ball to the centre. Wren interfered with and will take the free kick. Big Sean Wren, 13 possessions, 6 marks.
He's tried hard, actually.
Here's Hart. Caven looking to get on the end of it. Peter Caven's kicked a couple in this last quarter. The kick in that direction. He's outnumbered 2-1. Good fist away by the St Kilda defence. Johnson. Oh! Now little Barsley goes round the corner and Robbie Neal takes the mark at right half back for the Saints. We're in the last 30 seconds of the game. And what a night the Saints have had here at Football Park. Kick by Neal. Huge pack of players. Close to the boundary line. Ball up or throw in. Umpire calls for the ball up. Time's up. The Saints win by 43 points and advance to the semi-finals of the Ansett Cup. Robert Harvey, absolutely spectacular with 41 possessions. Jamie Shanahan with a grin from ear to ear. The ex-Tasmanian was great back in the last line of defence. And the Crows looking pretty dejected after this performance here. They can certainly bolster the side with some stars coming back. But